Kathleen, that's the knock that we have about a minute left. Is there anything that you would like to tell us or ask us before your interview's over?
No, I would just like to thank you for having me. I think this is a wonderful opportunity. I am looking to learn a lot from this competition, and I think it's great, and I'm so happy to be in front of you guys.
Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Well, my name is Curtis Gales. My stage name is Maya McNeal. I'm from the city of Lafayette, Louisiana. I'm 26 years of age. And right now I'm currently single, so you want to take some applications for me, that's fine. I am employed by Whataburger Incorporated, where I'm a general manager, and I am going to graduate school in January for English education.
If you were to win, how would you fit that in with that busy schedule?
If I were to win, my schedule is very flexible because as a general manager right now, we were bought out by a new company. So what we're doing right now, we're trying out different venues. What I do basically as a general manager, I do schedules and I do inventory. Basically, my schedules are done online, and I've emailed to them right now. And I go in and do pop in and check up on them every once in a while. And with school, my school schedule hasn't been set yet, so I can set my schedule to where I need it to be.
What is happiness to you?
Happiness to me is just being myself, because being myself allows me to do whatever I want to do, how I want to do it, and when I want to do it. So it allows me to enjoy myself, and that's what I think happiness is.
What sets you apart from all the other contestants here in Miss Gay America?
What sets me apart from all the other contestants is I would like to think that I'm a unique individual by my personality, because a lot of people have different things about them that sets them off, but my personality is so different. I'm very rarely upset. I very rarely have a frown on my face. I very rarely let people have a frown on their face around me. So I'm very, very, very unique. I have a very unique personality.
Curtis, if you could change one thing about yourself, what change would you make and why?
I wouldn't change anything because God put me on this earth for a reason and as this way for a reason, so I wouldn't change anything.
Does your family know that you're here? Or
Yes.
You said you were single, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My family does know that I'm here. My family just evacuated from Lake Charles due to the hurricane Katrina and Rita. So my family came to my home to live there until their home was back together. So they know exactly. They helped me pack, actually.
That's good. That's great. Absolutely.
After your whirlwind year of being Miss Gay America, what would you like your legacy to be to continue on with the pageant? What would you like to leave?
What would I like to leave? I would like to leave a sense of knowing that I did the best that I could do with what I had to work with. Because a lot of people feel that, I feel that I could have done this or I could have done that. I mean, I wouldn't worry about that past. I knew what I could have done was the best that I could have done at that time. So I wouldn't worry about anything else that I wouldn't have done. And what I like to leave is knowing that I did the best that I could do with what I had.
Other than yourself, you've seen the field of contestants today.
Mm-hmm.
Is there someone that you think would make a good Miss America?
Yes, I do.
Out of that group?
It's funny that you would ask me that question because one person that I really admire and look up to is Nicole Dubois. I've studied her as an entertainer. I've studied him as a role model in the community, and I've just watched him grow as an entertainer. And I think Nicole would be one of the best Miss Americas ever.
What qualities do you feel that an ideal Miss Gay America should possess?
The qualities I feel they should possess is genuine loyalty. I believe they need to have a very, very good personality, and I feel that they should be very, very dedicated.
If you saw one of the judges do something that's inappropriate, what would you do to handle the situation?
Inappropriate meaning just something that's not right.
Inappropriate.
Well, first of all, what other people do that's inappropriate, it's gonna come back to you, whatever you do. So basically, I would let someone know, such as Raquel or one of the owners, and let them know, what I've seen and how I felt about it, and just let them know how I felt, and that would be the end of it. Because if they feel that it needs no attention, then they feel it needs no attention. I can't do anything else about that.
You're just having a good time anyway.
Yes, yes. I'm very, very happy to be here. It took me 6 years to get here, but I'm very happy to be
I
here.
can tell you were the life of the party.
How did you prepare for the long talent segment part of the competition from the beginning?
From the beginning, Okay, I'm sorry about this. I started rehearsing my talent January of 2004. I was in drama while I was in college, and it was something that I've always admired and something that I always loved to do. And I watched a play called Company, and I just watched it over and over again. I couldn't believe that somebody could talk that fast. So I just started kind of quietly listening to it and learning it, and really didn't tell anybody what I was doing. And one day my lover caught me, and he was like, "What are you listening to?" I said, "The Next Winning Talent." He was like, "What you mean the next winning talent?" I said, "When I do Louisiana America, this is going to be my winning talent." So that year, some things happened and I couldn't do it, and I ended up not being able to do it until this year. So I just listened and listened and listened and watched other entertainers, little different things that they did, and took a little bit. When you see my talent, you'll see a little bit of a lot of different entertainers that I put together. So it's real interesting.
Were you here last year?
No, this is my first year
First
here.
year.
Yes.
So I take it talent is your most favorite category, or?
Talent is actually male interview is my favorite category. Talent is my funnest category. It's a lot of fun. I'm doing something that I really enjoy doing. It's acting, and that's my pastime actually.
You remind me of Carl Harris.
Mr. Continental.
He was,
Mr.
yes, he was also Mr. EOY.
EOY in USA?
National. He's acting in Atlanta now. But you remind me a lot of Carl. You sure do.
I met him a few times.
Yes, he's a nice young man. Tell me why you believe in this system.
Why I believe in the system?
Excuse me, that's going to be vital if you're going
Right.
to sell it.
Well, in 2000, I started entering Miss Gay Louisiana America. And that first year, I was like, oh, it's bull. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why people want to do that. But as I started watching people such as Asia Alexander, Jada Alexander, and people like that, it started making me want to question the system a little bit more about what it was about and what did they strive for, and what did that queen actually possess and what did they do. So I said, it kind of intrigued me a little bit, so I went back the next year and I started doing it again, and I got kind of hooked, and it's realized something, that's what I really wanted, because I realized that Louisiana America stood for more than just a pretty face behind a crown. It stood for going out into the community, being a role model for young individuals, starting female impersonation, being an administrator, putting things together, putting different pageants together, and helping newcomers come along. And Louisiana America has groomed me to the point to where whatever happens at this pageant, I know that I've done my best, and I know that I couldn't do no more than my best.
That was ironic that our time was just about up. Is there something you would like to ask us or a thought you'd like to leave us with?
Well, the only thing I would like to say is that I've really enjoyed myself doing this interview. Most judges are sitting kind of looking at you with a mean face, kind of trying to figure you out, but you guys have been very pleasant, and I've enjoyed myself sitting here with this past 7 minutes with you.
We want you to
glad.
feel comfortable. We wish you luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see you perform.
Oh, not a problem. I'll be watching you. Thank you. That was a great day. Thank you.
My given name is Brandon Gazelle. Ashland Tyler, my stage name. I've been doing female impersonation for 5 years. In those 5 years, I've competed in Miss Gay US of A and observed Miss EOY as well as Miss America. I feel that Miss America is where I belong because I am a boy. And I think it diversifies the way, the system is set up. You are against other people and you're all the same, on the same level. I'm employed at Home Depot in St. Louis, Missouri. I've been there for 2 years as a head cashier. I see myself in the future going on to become a national title holder, and I'm here to observe the system and hopefully find my way to the top.
Well, going to the top, that's a symbol of excellence. What does that symbol of excellence mean to you?
It means portraying yourself as a role model, because I feel for the year you are a role model to many entertainers, and just doing your entertainment, entertaining your audience, and being the best that you can be.
What is happiness to you?
Happiness is entertaining. I've always been an entertainer since I was little, whether it be my grandmother, my friends. I've always tried to entertain them. I love to dance, so I feel that happiness is being on the stage.
Do you have a family that's supportive of you?
Oh, very. My mother came to my very first show. She wasn't very happy about it. She was like nervous at first, but when she got there, saw that everybody was nice and acceptable, then she was acceptable also.
Brandon, oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you have any experience dealing with promoters?
Oh yes, I've dealt with very, very good promoters. Actually, Maurice Carter and Rick Warner are my promoters for this pageant, as well as many numerous pageants I've done in the past. Actually, just about every one of them. BC Wells from Memphis was also one of my promoters. Like I said, I've had very, very good luck with promoters, no problems at all. And I love just promoting the pageants. This is the first year for Miss Heartland America, and I've already discussed with Maurice about having prelims to make Miss Heartland a success for next year.
What steps did you take to prepare for this contest, and were there any obstacles that you had to overcome in your preparation?
Yes, there were some obstacles. First of all, the steps that I took were just to prepare myself, polish. There's a little bit of change in what the USA system looks for compared to America. So I just, like I said, observed the pageants, made a few changes that I thought were suitable. And then as far as obstacles, there was an obstacle. I'm usually a pretty good person as far as being consistent of packing and everything, but I did forget my suit. So I had to run around and buy a suit this morning. But I'm here and I overcame that obstacle.
And not stressed out at all?
Oh no, I'm fine. Just like I said, I'm here to observe and grow with the system. And
Growing with the system would mean that you would like to be Miss Gay America.
oh yes, definitely. It's been a dream to be Miss America. Like I said, I've observed, just never took the step to go out of my comfort zone. But now I'm ready.
Being an employee of Home Depot, how do you think they're going to react if you need a lot of time off to be Miss Gay America this year, if you so win?
Oh, I think it wouldn't be a big deal at all. I try to take off ahead of time, but I would definitely take a leave of absence if I had to represent Miss Gay America, because it's always been a dream, and I don't believe in holding anything back to fulfill a dream.
With 10 being the best and 1 being the worst, how would you rate yourself as an individual first and as a performer entertainer second?
I would say 10 on both. I'm completely satisfied with everything I've accomplished and completely proud of myself. Just strive to do the best every day.
After winning the crown, what would you do different that the Miss America from last year is done to be different? Any changes you think you have?
It'd be tough to beat. I mean, she's done an absolutely fabulous job. Just take all the criteria that, everything that everyone says into consideration to better the system. But as far as changes, I don't see anything that would need to be changed right off the bat. It's a very, very well put together system.
Have you been here before, or this is your first year?
Yeah, this is my first year at America. Yes. Yes.
Do you have anything that makes you irritated to the point of being confrontational?
Confrontational. I try not to be confrontational. I feel that individuals, we're all adults, and things can be worked out with the least amount of confrontation as possible.
Are you in a relationship?
Yes, I am. I have been in a relationship for 1 year.
How's that relationship going? If you would win Miss Gay America, would your other half get to go with you, or?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Possibly not to every prelim, but he would be there to support me.
Okay.
What about you makes yourself stand out from all the other 49 contestants?
I would say my personality. On stage, I try to do whatever character I am portraying. Try to do a lot of comedy, whatever interacts with the crowd, because I love to entertain them, and that's what I'm here for.
I was Say, I think that was a
I thought that was
feeble
one.
attempt to give us, to give us our signal. Which we have about a minute left. Is there something you would like to leave us with or ask us before you leave?
Well, I didn't catch every one of your names this morning.
I'm Stephen. I'm here from Memphis, originally from Little Rock.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
And I'm Mary, and I'm from Pensacola.
I'm Vicki, I'm from Atlanta.
Okay.
Larry Edwards from Las Vegas.
I'm Spencer, and I'm from Little Rock.
Okay. Like I said, I'm from St. Louis. I originally grew up in a small town that's known for barbecue sauce. I don't know if y'all have heard of Wicker's
Oh, sure.
barbecue sauce. I'm from Hornersville, Missouri.
Uh-oh.
Little small town.
Show me, State.
Yep.
Get on your
Well, you'll have to
resume,
show
but-
us.
I will.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Good luck to us.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Y'all have a good day.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Goodbye.
sir. See you later on.
Briefly, a little bit about myself. I was born in Ohio. I was raised by my grandparents. I lived such a blessed life, incredible life, a life of values, a life of knowing that anything was possible and I could do and achieve anything in my life. I went to college at Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia, where I was introduced to the art of female impersonation by a reigning Miss Gay America. And I chose at that point, that's what I wanted to do with my life, because I wanted to express myself and to just, I liked the art, but I wanted to bring it up to a level that it's never been before. So I worked really hard. I went to Miss Gay America for the first time and placed next to last. So I didn't change too much that year.
How long ago was that?
This was in 1984.
Oh, some of our-
84.
Some of our era.
Okay, 84, first year. And I got to meet such incredible entertainers such as Larry Edwards and people that I just saw back in the back. And when they would come to speak to me, I'd be all, I just learned. So I had a goal. I set a goal in 1984. I went back the next year to Miss Gay America and placed middle, half. So I said, I still have that goal. So I went back from in West Virginia and wrote down my list and went back the next year, placed 12th. Went back the fourth year and made top 10. And at that point, if I can do that, anything's possible with having such a strong goal. After doing that, I got involved in doing characters. And I had to choose whether I wanted to pursue a job in Las Vegas or continue pageantry. And I thought, well, I think I'm going to work on myself first, because I think that I would be a much better Miss America, an established person as an entertainer, other than somebody just doing pageantry. So I started doing illusions, and at that point, after 3 months or 4 months of doing illusions, I got picked up at a La Cage show, and Reba McEntire saw me. She was very impressed, and she hired me. I toured with her for 120 shows. That's the biggest compliment you can do as an illusionist, is having somebody that you perform and, to endorse you and embrace you. And ever since then, I've been the most blessed person of being able to do things, doing TV, doing everything that I've ever even dreamed of, more than I can dream of, I was able to do. And now that I'm getting a little older, a little experienced, I will say that I came back to the pageant system. And Miss Gay America was my first love. It was where I set my goals. And I'm sitting here now. I'm at chapter 3. I got to finish chapter 3 on my book of my life to get to chapter 28. I had to go back. I'm already in chapter 28. I had to go back to 3 to finish it because it's not completely finished. And this is where I'm here today to finish it.
Are you the reigning Miss United States?
Yes. Yes. That's a local pageant. It's a local. It's just a pageant that they have in Roanoke, Virginia. Yes.
What makes David happy?
Making other people happy. I think my biggest joy in life is to see people achieve their goals. I've achieved mine, and there's nothing better in life than somebody that's achieved goal. I know my grandmother, the person who raised me, lived all her life, worked very hard, but she never achieved her goal. And that bothers me. She died not achieving her goal, and I don't like to see anybody do that. So I like to help people along the way. That gives me the biggest joy.
Oh, you made me cry.
Sorry. No, it's the truth. People that achieve their goals, anything's possible.
David, what effects, good or bad, do you feel that the new ownership will have on the Miss Gay America pageant?
I think it's created an excitement that the pageant system definitely needed. It created, if you look at the list of the contestants, people that haven't been in the pageant for years and years and years are back. I think it needed new life. I respect Norman, and I love Norman, but I think that at a certain time it needed to breathe new life into the system and to get it generated to be the #1 system again. So I think it's a very positive, very positive. I'm sitting here today because of it.
Someone, I'm sorry, is there someone other than yourself that in this field of contestants, now that everyone's here, that you think would make a good Miss America?
Absolutely. I think, well, there's 50 chances of anybody being Miss America. I think that I think several people are qualified to be it. I just like to, I think who has the biggest passion about it. I think that counts a lot for it, other than just, you know, being qualified, because there's several qualified candidates, I'm sure.
Symbol of excellence is continuing on with Larry and Terry. What does symbol of excellence mean to you?
I feel that symbol of excellence is a role model, a leader, not a follower. I can tell you right now that every time I have a booking, every time that you see, I am a symbol of excellence. I may not wear the Miss America crown, but I am a symbol of excellence. So, I'm a leader.
As a leader and as the new Miss Gay America, you know, there is a lot more to it than just entertaining also. There's a lot of administrative duties that are involved with the pageant. And I think Raquel could probably tell you it's a big eye-opener. Are you prepared to handle those responsibilities?
More than prepared. Like I'm a business person. I have a degree. Entertaining is very important. But I think more importantly is being an administrator, being somebody that people see as a leader, being in situations. I've worked in, well, Reba had $1 million show. She trusted me to be a professional person, to show up. I think that's that's too short. Way too short.
That was the knock. You said that you have a minute. Is there something that you would like to ask us, or some information you would like to leave us with before we see you perform?
Absolutely. I always have something to say, usually. I just want to see the person that you see in front of me is applying for a job not only for 1 year. This is what I want for a lifetime. I have been in the system since 1984 with the dream of being Miss Gay America. I did take a 13-year break in the midst of my career, only to better my career, so I would be able to stand before you and say that I can take this crown and I can build this up. I have no doubt in my mind that the person you see in front of me is a leader and believes in the system so much, with such passion to the system, that I think people know. I think that you probably see the passion that I have, and I just want to leave you with that I'm ready to take the responsibility of the pageant.
Thank you. Good luck to you. We'll see you later on. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
My name is Robert Martin. This week I'll be bringing you The Illusion of Chantel. I'm from Orlando, Florida, by way of Ames, Iowa. I'm a college graduate from Iowa State University with a degree in commercial recreation with a minor in marketing.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
You've already told us a little about
Yeah,
yourself. No, then you hit my first thing right in the middle. Tell me why you would recommend this system over any of the rest.
That's actually kind of a difficult question to ask someone like me. I recommend that people find the system that's right for them. The nice thing about female impersonation is we have so many different systems, and each one caters to a different audience, a different style of performance. I live in Orlando, Florida, and I've got to be honest, my entire show cast are Miss Continentals, Miss USAs, EOY contestants. So I don't say one system is better than the other. I say that America is my home because it is the boy system. It has the history. It started it all. From our system, every other system was able to be born, and it validated that was the true art form and a competitive art form. And
that system carries on right now, still with the semblance of excellence. So what does that symbol of excellence mean to you?
The symbol of excellence means that's our newest standard today. We don't go by the standards of yesterday because what was the epitome yesterday is something that we now grow as standard. That's how our system grows. Our symbol is the epitome of what's going to be the style now. And from that, people use that as a springboard to keep going up and up.
One word describe yourself.
Mosaic.
Why?
Have you ever looked at a mosaic? A mosaic is a bunch of different pieces. And from those little pieces, good and bad, you can create something beautiful. And my life has not been a bed of roses. There's been its challenges, and from every challenge, I've learned and grown. And that's created the person I am today. And there are times I wake up in the morning, and I'm so thankful for who I am, and I couldn't imagine being anybody than where I am. And the only way to get there is those bruises and those knocks that you get.
So why did you choose your stage name? How did that come?
Chantel Reshae. Let me tell you, my original stage name was not Chantel Reshae. I was in a what they called a drag race, and they said, "What's your name?" And I said, "My name is Coco Brown, Snow White's younger, more beautiful sister." Well, I was neither beautiful nor younger at the time, and then I realized I didn't want a comical name because I wanted my art to be serious. Chantel was the name that my mother was going to name me had I been born a girl. And Reshae was the middle name of my best friend from 5th grade all the way through college that I thought was the epitome of femininity.
Do you think she is now?
Oh, most definitely. She's married, she has 2 kids, and when I finally got to see her at our 10-year class reunion, I told her that I took my last name from her, and she thought it was a stitch.
Are you Pardon. Are you currently employed? I assume in Orlando. Are you with any of the Disney?
Actually, I am employed at Walt Disney World. I am a character. That's my base job. Within that, I have several roles I play. I do payroll, I do entertainment deployment, show deployment. I'm currently on project work, casting all of our holiday shows. I was for 6 years the warm-up coach, taking care of the physical needs of our entertainment cast. I've worn many hats there.
And as that role that you're having with Orlando, what do you think you would be able to do if you became Miss Gay America as far as being able to go out and entertain and do your duties as the reigning Miss Gay America?
As in, do you feel there's a conflict? Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm
Oh,
asking
I'm
that
sorry.
you have a lot of travels and you have a long itinerary for a whole year
Oh,
that
yes.
you have to handle.
Yes.
Will your position with Disney create a conflict there?
Oh, most definitely not. One thing I've prided myself on is being realistic about life. In life, you have to pick and choose battles. And time management. There's a couple things I will not jeopardize, no matter what. And that is my home and my bills and maintaining that sort of status of life. You can't jeopardize one job for the other. And I don't take on endeavors that I cannot see fully through if I see there's going to be a conflict. I wouldn't do that.
What do you feel makes you stand out from the other 49 contestants?
Well, I'm my own person. I've never come to this system looking at tapes from other contests and saying, I like what she did, I'm going to do that. I've never sat there and said, she wears a strapless gown, she won, I'm going to wear a strapless gown. I tailor everything to me. And that means I do not wear a strapless gown. That does not look good on my body. I do not sit there and try to do comedy. I'm not a comedy queen. I sit there and tailor what I do to emulate what are my best qualities. And I feel a lot of people here do that. And that's what makes even the system stand out. We all have our own bright, shining star that we choose to emulate from. And that's what makes each of us an individual.
Do you have a favorite category in this competition?
You know, I love to entertain, I love to talk, and I think that onstage question answer encompasses them both. At that point, you're still entertaining your audience. You're still hopefully being articulate, hopefully coming off intelligent. And if you can do so and embrace those people with your true self, not with something you've created, but with something spontaneous, there's a rush and a joy there that you only get for that one moment, but that makes that my favorite.
What is happiness to you?
Happiness is feeling good about yourself. If you can't feel good about what you do, then at the end of the day, you can't look at yourself in the mirror. And if you can't look at yourself in the mirror and be happy, then you've wasted your time.
You've been here before.
Yes, this is my 4th trip.
Are you the contestant that got the same question 2 years in a row?
No, I'm not. I've only made top 10 once.
Was that last year?
That was last year.
Well, then we're moving in the right direction.
Okay.
I'm glad to hear that.
Well, you know that you win Miss Gay America, that there is a lot of administrative duties that come along with the crown. Are you prepared to and comfortable with handling those responsibilities?
Oh, most definitely. The one thing I've always said is this is not a role that's about being glamorous or entertaining. Those are definitely qualities you need. But this is becoming a corporate representative. I understand already that if the crown goes on my head, I'm going to have to embrace the rules and regulations of the system. I already do. I've studied the rules. I've studied the regulations. I know the philosophies, the mission statement, the brand essence of this corporation. It's not going out there trying to win a popularity contest. It's out there maintaining the excellence. And if that means being the bad guy, at the end of the day, people will respect you for your integrity. And I would rather be respected than liked. And I'd rather know that I've done a good job supporting what every person who invests their time into the system has created.
Well, I think that was our signal that we had about a minute left.
Okay.
You want to leave us with anything, or anything you'd like to ask us before your interview's over?
I would like to